All right. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jarice, back at it at this crumb side, political culture. I don't even know. Like my channel is literally just like a darker Charlemagne, realistically. So I just say stuff, my truthful opinion, like literally what I think about it, and people get triggered for some reason. I don't know, but it's all good. So, as you can see by the title of the video, my mom Q&A, just situations I've been in with my mom. I just want questions and answers in the comments if I actually get a following. Just saying, like which side makes logical sense? Like me versus my mom. Like let me get an actual like discussion going versus feelings, sympathy, and all that other crap that doesn't apply in real debates. With facts, but hashtag women, right? But it's all jokes. It's all jokes. I know not every woman's like that, but we gonna get into it because a couple of the guys in the videos that I'm gonna comment on today, like they literally say the same thing I say, but it's whatever because they're content creators on YouTube. It's okay to agree with them, but some regular guy in the reel says the exact same thing. Uh-oh, we got an Uncle Ruckus. Like, uh-oh, like he's a woman hater. Uh-oh, we got a version. Like, come on now. Like, I'm gonna need y'all to come up with some like actual reasons, like as to why, like, oh, he might feel this way because of this or this or this, instead of the name calling. But that's usually what black people do when they lose an argument, just resort to name calling. Just saying. That's usually a nigga trait. Just saying. Shout out to all my black people. Hashtag Uncle Ruckus. Cause I'm tired of all y'all niggas getting on my damn nerves. But anyway, so first off, let me just warn y'all now, like, I'm gonna play a song for y'all, like, and I'm gonna leave and literally just let the song play. Come back after the song's over, cause like some of y'all in this day and age are like a little bit too sensitive, and y'all just need to hear this song, cause y'all just need to like listen and just think about what this artist is saying. So the song is called "The Irony," right? The irony. The irony. That's 3 times for my slow fans in the audience if I get any of those, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, my channel is a if the shoe fits type of channel. Like, hey man, if you feel like I'm calling you slow, by all means click off because I don't want you here in the first place. But yeah, so I'm gonna let it play. When the song's over, I'm gonna come back, do the little Q&A, and then I'm gonna commentate on the 2 videos talking about thought culture, and then I'm gonna live stream another episode, but it's gonna be a different type of podcast. It's literally gonna be no sarcasm, no jokes, just literally just my opinions, like no blanket statements regarding anybody else, just me, what I feel personally. That's it. Like nothing else. No blanket statements, no generalizations, no stereotypes. It's gonna be just a really well-educated, informative discussion. Shout out to Nene. I'm gonna let her host it, and don't kill me if you're watching this because I know you hate being called that, but I'm bad with nicknames on the spot, so it's all good. And Riv, I know you in the background somewhere, dog. Make sure she don't try to kill me. But yeah, so god dang it, hit my keyboard. Well, so yeah, so the song is 3 minutes and 43 seconds, and it's not gonna loop or anything, so it's just gonna play once. So when it's done, I will know. So yeah, I'm gonna play the song for you. Y'all need to listen to the lyrics because this man's speaking some truth. Because yeah. Again, if you don't want to listen, just come back in like 4 minutes. All right, and then I'll get into the topic.
We smoking all the time. You best believe it. And all my girls are diamonds. You gotta see it. This thrift store shit. I really need it. We party all the time. You know my team is. You never held me down. But that's simple. Fuck you too. Saying I ain't shit. But that's simple. Fuck you too. Take me as a bitch. But that's simple. Fuck you too. If you don't fuck with me, then I don't fuck with you. Take it personal. Take it personal. Take it personal. Take it personal. If you don't fuck with me, then I don't fuck with.
All right, so that's just a little snippet. The song is called "The Irony" by Azizi Gibson. Actually, go listen to it on his channel or whatever. Go type it in on YouTube. And for the idiots who may or may not be watching this video, I don't know if this video gets like many views in the future, whatever. Like, if you actually thought I was gonna play a 3 minute and 43 second song, like the whole song on a podcast about discussions, you're an idiot. Just saying. So if you actually left and came back after like 3 minutes and 43 seconds or whatever I said earlier, you're an idiot. Hashtag get off my channel, please. Oh man, I'm such a troll. All right, cool. So, so into the title of the video, my mom Q&A. I'm just gonna ask some questions. I'm not gonna like slander my mom or nothing like that. I'm just gonna literally ask questions, and I just want a response in the comments. And maybe I'll talk about it with some guests that appear on another episode. We'll refer back to this one, and then maybe if we do, like, refer to this point in the future, like in a future episode, like hopefully you'll be like, oh, like, I was watching episode 6, and then you were talking about the same thing, and I came back and watched your old episode. Like, hey, I liked it. All right, cool. So first question: the word ignorant, its actual meaning versus like how people use it day to day in their everyday lives, because I think some people don't use it in the proper context in this day and age. And, a simple Google search is very amazing, So, like, just to give you the story, right? So, I have 2 foster brothers, and, like, my mom, I don't know, expects me to love them like they were my own, or love them like they were my actual siblings, when we don't share blood or anything. We're just like 2 people that live in the same house for the most part. So I was just like, yeah, I don't love them, like I didn't produce them, they're not, my actual siblings. So, foster kids, they're usually here and then they're gone. So, once like they leave, I probably won't shed a tear, just saying. But yeah, that's all it was about that. Like, I was just like, she asked me, you don't love them? And I literally just said no. And she called me ignorant. So I'm just going to discuss that real quick. So the definition of the word ignorant: adjective, lacking knowledge or awareness in general, uneducated or unsophisticated. Synonyms: uneducated, unknowledgeable, untaught, unschooled, untutored, untrained, illiterate, unlettered, unlearned, unread, uninformed, unenlightened, unscholarly, unqualified. Benighted, backward. I think y'all get the point. Like, I can read. All right, so here's the funny little caveat to it, right? So luckily, some people like that work at Google, I guess, they realize society is evolving in, I guess, kind of a dumber way, to where we like take words and misconstrue the definition and come up with an informal word or an informal definition. Sorry, I misspoke. So the way that my mom used it, the actual meaning versus how it's used. In my mom's case, she used the informal definition. Shout outs to Google. So ignorant, the informal definition: discourteous or rude. And the example that they use: this ignorant, pin-brained receptionist. And it gives synonyms: rude, impolite, ill-mannered, bad-mannered, unmannerly, ungracious, discourteous, insensitive, uncivil, ill-mannered, surely, sullen, and yeah, that's it. Or surly. All right, so going off that definition, like, oh man, I don't see how the word ignorant went from lacking in knowledge or awareness in general to discourteous or rude. Like, if I say somebody is ignorant, I'm usually calling them dumb when I use the word, but and Google has this lovely little thing in the side right here. I'm looking at it on my screen. I probably should screen share it, but y'all ain't worth it. Oh man. It says, see results about, right? Ignorance. Ignorance is a lack of knowledge. The word ignorant is an adjective that describes a person in the state, and it's ... I'm not clicking on the whole thing to read it. Y'all get the point. Ignorance usually means like stupidity, just, not knowing information you weren't taught. I read the synonyms for the word already, and I read the informal definition. So like, that's it. So when my mom used the word ignorant on me, I was like, huh? I was like, that's not even the right context. Like, you don't love these kids? No. Like, my sperm didn't make them. Your eggs didn't make them. So, no. But, all right. So, this is going to be beating a dead horse because I'm sure I'm going to talk about it over and over and over again because it applies to me every single day. Literally, like, when I get home and I have to deal with my mom and, all that good jazz. And, every argument comes back to, why don't you date black girls and why don't you want to get married and have kids? Kind of goes back to that video on social pressures and stigmas that we deal with. Like, really? Like, but, let's get into it. So, dating black girls, question mark. All right. So, real talk. Why do I need to prioritize dating black women despite me personally not finding them physically attractive? Like, in my opinion, physical attraction is literally like 50% of the relationship. Like, you got to love the way the girl looks, I guess. Like, you got to find her physically attractive. I mean, me, usually, if I see a female in public, or on Tinder or Bumble or Zeus, like, it doesn't matter. Meet me. I don't know. The list goes on. The real millennials of today's day and age like use so many dating apps, it's retarded. And like social media stuff to get, like, yeah, I ain't even get into that. That's a different topic. But yeah. So like that's just one of those ones I don't understand. Like, I need to date black women. Like, people literally say the word need. Like, you need to date a black girl. Like, why do I need to date, period? Like, what? And why does it have to be a black girl? Why can't she be of any color? And I get the stigma that's out there. Like, yeah, we need to keep the blood pure. We need to protect our own and all that gibberish. Okay, cool. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Don't put it on me, please. Like, I'm not going to date black women just because they're black. I'm not. I mean, for the most part, I don't find them physically attractive, but the ones I do, like, I already know they're not my type. I'm not their type. I'm a gamer. I'm a homebody most of the time. I mean, I go out and like I hang out and party and stuff from like time to time, like seldomly. Go look it up. I know a bunch of you in the crumb side do not know what that word is. So yeah. So I mean, I go out, I hang out with the homies and all that, but I don't do it often. So obviously, African American females generally aren't my type because usually they're more extroverted and all that good jazz. And here's my hot take, right? So this is gonna make a lot a lot of black women specifically angry, but this is talking about women in general, right? So black women specifically, y'all are the most opinionated, most oppressive, most angry. Jesus Christ. Like, like, the stereotype exists for a reason. Obviously, I'm not talking about every single African American female. Like, I'm not talking about every single African American female on the face of the earth. Obviously not, right? Because I don't know every single African American woman on the face of the earth. I'm just saying, the ones I've seen in real life, the ones I interact with, yeah. Yeah, let's just say, despite living in the nice suburbs of Houston, like, these chicks over here want to act like they from Fifth Ward, and so it's like, no, what are you doing? It's like, oh, you want to act like you from the hood? All right, cool. Go to the hood and come back. Tell me how you feel. But man. All right. So next one. Oh wait, I kind of already talked about it already. So, but I guess I can tie into the last point that I jotted down on this little list, right? So hypocrisy. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, y'all can see by my picture, I'm a black guy, right? So I can at least be objective, not subjective. Hey, I guess this could be a vocabulary podcast for the crumb side too, because a lot of y'all aren't well spoken. A lot of y'all aren't articulate. Your vocabulary isn't advanced. You're quite the unsophisticated gentleman. So and I'm literally not reading this off of the script. I promise you. I'll probably get on camera one of these days it would have been a good night to get on camera, but I literally just got done with some Army Reserve stuff, so I'm still in uniform. So I'm not hopping on camera tonight. Freaking hopping on camera in Army Green, like, nah, chief. But shout out to the crumb side viewers who don't know those words I just mentioned. Shout out to y'all, man. Hashtag Google for life. Or I guess hashtag Sesame Street. Or reading is fun for everyone. But like I said, this is going to be a channel for, expanding horizons. I'm going to link different channels, different views. Like, I'm going to have like a bunch of different content on this channel. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this channel has like 600 videos by like the year mark because there's so much different content I'm going to put on it. But yeah, so, hypocrisy, like, so going back to the two foster kids, right? They're just two random kids that live here, right? So when I got called ignorant, I was like, huh. I was like, $20 says she didn't care about what I thought about my ex-girlfriend's kids. Like, because here's the funny part. Shout out to GLM. And shout out to Weapon Will for having me freaking say that in the real now. I hate all y'all, low key. Oh man, I'm pulling my $1 a month from the Patreon. Shout out to y'all. And shout out to Kofi, man. Like, let me on your podcast, dog. Like, oh man, me and Alex would probably go at it for days talking about freaking Kojima and his trash games. But anyway, back to the hypocrisy. But so I say I don't love the two little foster brothers I have right now, right? Guess what? Like, because I know if I brought this up to her, it wouldn't be a good day because it's going to tie into another point a little bit later. But like when it came to my ex-girlfriend's kids, I didn't really say I loved them either, / I didn't really feel like internally like I loved them. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I played with them and we hung out and we were like, I was friends with her kids, like, you know what I'm saying? Like stepdaddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it was all good. I mean, at the end of the day, the kids didn't play any part in that, but I definitely didn't go around saying I love them. So like, she never asked me, do you love my kids? Because we were only dating for 4 months. So, obviously, like, maybe if we would have, stayed together for, I don't know, maybe a couple of years, got married, all that good jazz, maybe I could have gotten to that point, but nah. And then here's the funny part. Crap, I said it again. So, case in point today, right? This is going to be the final topic on my mom. This is just literally what happened like an hour ago, right? So, I get home, whatever. I just walk in the door. Like, one of my little brothers comes up. He's like, hey, he gives me a hug, yada, yada, yada. A little brother's just doing his own thing, right? So, my mom's like, I'm hungry. I want to go to Popeyes. You mind watching the brothers or your brothers? Okay, ma, fine. I'll watch them while you go to Popeyes. Oh, she walks out the door, yada, yada, yada. Bruh. I think the Popeyes that's like up the street is like literally, like no more than like a 30-minute trip, 15 minutes each way because we all know that good old Houston fake traffic. When people sit at when people sit at green lights, waiting like a smooth 45 seconds to go because you want to sit and text on your phone. And then when two cars make it through the light and then like everybody's just sitting there mad and honking, it's like, come on, dude. It's like that was a whole protected left turn, bro. And only two cars got through. And like generally those lights stay green for like at least like a minute 30, like especially during like rush hour times, like bruh. So, good old fake Houston traffic. So, I don't know how a trip to Popeyes ended up taking an hour, but but it just goes back to the agendas and, stigmas. Like, if I leave him alone with these kids, maybe he'll grow to love them. Like, no, that's not how that works. Sorry. Like, you can leave me alone with them all day. It ain't going to increase the way how much I love them personally. Like, everybody's built different, but, All right, so that's enough of that one. All right. So, all right. So now, here's where we get into the fun part. This good old, sexy, lovely thought culture, right? So I'm just gonna do a video commentary, like Richard Review Tech or something like that. I'm just gonna play clips. I'll pause it when I have a point to interject, and I'll just talk about it, give my thoughts, because a lot of content creators literally just say the same thing I say, but when I say it in real life, because I don't have a YouTube channel and you're not watching it on the screen, it must be wrong. Because Hence why I'm dubbed an Uncle Ruckus, for not dating black women, even though I'm not physically attracted to most of them. you know, I don't want to have kids. Oh God, I must be depressed or something. That's a good one. It's like, you don't want to have kids? What's wrong with you? Like, nothing. I'm sorry, kids are expensive, a pain in the butt, and not fun. Like, I didn't know changing diapers was fun. I didn't know waking up in the middle of the night was fun. And, to all the parents out there, I'm not knocking you guys. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of unself-aware parents who literally just went through the motions, had the kid, and, now they're just like, I love my child. Like, yeah, that's the politically correct thing to say. Like, yes, that is the politically correct thing to say. Like, yes. Like, of course you love your child. Like, of course. Like, that's human nature. I thought, like, that's just me though. It's like, I thought that was human nature, to love your offspring and all that good jazz. Like, that's just me though. Like, oh man, I don't get it, but we're gonna get into it. And before I get into it, one of my buddies is asking for the link. I think he thinks he's going to hop in the call, and this is just going to be a solo video. So let me just send him the link to this so he can watch it, maybe chime in when I do another video. Let's see. Jordan Peterson leaves feminist speechless. That's funny. It's like, but of course he does. Like, come on now. Like, I ain't even gonna spoil it. Hold up. Hey Riv, if you watching live, can you send Fred the link, please? Cause yeah, I'm probably gonna lose a bunch of train of thoughts or something. Train of thoughts. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's thought culture. I'm gonna roast all the thoughts. Instagram models, all that. Y'all all getting it. Let's go, baby. So I'm gonna play a quick clip and then, of something I've been saying literally for I don't know, the best part of 10 years, basically. Like, literally, watch this, right? So, having an argument with a woman is dumb because feelings win over logic, right? So, check this out. The video I'm going to be commenting on is called She Loves to Be Objectified, right? That should give you the whole context right there. Women literally put themselves in a position to be objectified, kind of like Aisha Curry. But, we don't talk about that. It's like, hey, I want to be looked at, but, like, when you look at me, I'm going to judge you. Like, oh, God. It's like, why are you looking at my butt in booty shorts? Like, I don't know. I thought that was the point of booty shorts, but let me just get into it because, yeah. All right, so let's go. I'm going to just play like a quick 5-second clip and I'm going to start the video over. So, just to prove my point.
Okay. There's even been women that I've had discussions with, which is something that you should never do. You should never have a logical discussion with a woman because it's just going to end up with you being more confused and them stepping back into the not taking responsibility. But however, I digress.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all heard all the way to the end. I kind of moved the mic a little teeny bit, but yeah, he literally said what I've been saying for the longest time. And I'm not talking about all women. God, Jesus Christ. I feel like I got to say that every time because, people can't take what you say past what you're literally saying. Like, they just take it at face value. Like, oh my God, he's talking about all women. It's like, no. In the words of my least favorite pedophile, or actually, I don't even know. I hate all pedophiles, but, in the words of a pedophile, I'm gonna use a hot quotable, from an interview that y'all should recognize. Hey guys, when I say something, use your common sense. Use your common sense, please, because obviously blanket statements and generalizations apply to, a vocal minority of people that do said action, right? Case in point, all black people are murderers. Well, I've never killed anybody in my life, so obviously that doesn't apply to me. So guess what? I don't care about the statement. Like black people, black women especially, y'all love uh he's talking about me. Like, well, I could be. I don't know. You tell me. Like, are you offended by what I'm saying? I mean, if you are, I mean, hey, that tells me like I was talking about you. So, you can be like a secret thought and just not say anything if my video or my videos and my views offend you. Like, but when you get all mad and defensive in the comment section, like over something I wasn't even talking about that applied to you, that just kind of exposes you. Like, you're saying all women are sluts? Like, definitely not. But, like, just keep throwing words in my mouth, kind of like my mom does, you hate living here? Like, I didn't say that, but, just throw words in my mouth. Just keep proving the negative stigmas that, most guys these days believe about women. But, all right, so let me freaking start this video over. So basically how it's going to work, I'm sure you've seen it on YouTube before. I'm just going to pause when I have something to say and interject and insert my thoughts. So let's get it. Oh, and his name is Coach Greg Adams. He has 43K subs on YouTube. Shout out to him.
What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another video. Shout out to the Coach Gang for being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. Yes, I'm the author of The Free Agent Lifestyle. It is not just a book. It is just not the title of a book. It is a brand. It is a lifestyle. Check out the book when you get a chance. Let's get right into it. We are talking about the objectification of women. And if you grew up in my era, if you grew up in my time, and even till now, we've always dealt with this situation. I'm sure the brothers before me have dealt with this situation. Women have done their best to get some sort of freedom to dress how they want to dress. Back in the day, I'm sure there were times.
I guess this will be a good point to stop and interject my first point, right? So I really don't care how you dress, females. I really don't. But, if you dress like a slut and I look at you and I go, and you get mad, that's kind of, counterproductive, just saying.
Times where women weren't allowed to wear certain things outside. It just wasn't the norm. And any woman who stepped outside of that box was labeled as a slut. But now you can't slut shame them. But now they can do whatever they want. There's no holds barred. You can walk down the street in damn near a bikini in certain areas. And if you do anything, say anything, make them feel uncomfortable, they can say that you're objectifying them. They do this with little girls. They do this, the John Benet Ramsey type situation where they dress them up as little girls or dolls or women or whatever they do. And then they get upset when men or anyone objectifies them and criticizes them for dressing them up this way.
Okay, so the idiot version of that statement, hey, you dress like a hoe, you're going to get treated like a hoe. That's it.
This is basically showing no agency. There's no accountability or responsibility for their actions, yet they want to be treated equally as if there's nothing happening. There's nothing to see here. Okay. There's even been women that I've had discussions with, which is something that you should never do. You should never have a logical discussion with a woman because it's just going to end up with you being more confused and them stepping back into the not taking responsibility. But how?
Shout out to moms.
However, I digress. There are women who believe that at some.
Oh, and that's another word I use a lot, digress. So, crumb side people, I don't know, look it up because I know you don't know it.
Point, them walking around topless should be the norm, and there shouldn't be any repercussions for them doing it. They should be allowed to do it. Now, it is the most insane thing that if you can ever think about that happening. But with the current climate, that agenda, that's something that could be passed, I'm sure. But when it comes to objectification of women, men are often labeled for objectifying, for giving sexual attention to somebody who's putting themselves out there sexually. Now, depending who you are.
Wait, hold on. Didn't I just say that? Like, if you dress like a hoe, act like a hoe, you might get treated like a hoe, and guess what? You can't be mad. Oh my God, I dress like a slut. I act like a slut. Why do people treat me like a slut? Shout out to this one chick I knew in high school, bro. Oh man.
You are not able to objectify them. Now, they want certain people to be able to objectify them. They want to put themselves out there to be able to receive attention from the Chads and Tyrones. So at some point, they can do monkey double backflips all over them. I mean, if it's not.
And speaking on the special friend from high school, like I definitely did mention her in a previous episode. I think it might have been D's hose, but yeah. So going off of what he just said, yeah. So I'm gonna just give the short version. So the chick I went to high school with, right? Back in high school, I tried to smash, couldn't seal the deal because I was scared, right? So fast forward to today's day and age. She says she's single. I'm like, hey, let's meet up so we can smash. She's like, ha ha ha, you're funny. I'm not doing that. You're my friend. I don't want to do that with somebody I care about. I'm like, nah, you don't care about me. You just still with you just still with that fuck boy. You don't want to admit it. Slash, you don't fuck with niggas, but you know, like let her give me that. I don't want to have sex with a good friend. I don't want to ruin what we have. Like, nah, you wasn't gonna give me no pussy to begin with, so it is what it is. But final note on that story, yeah, basically like she hit me up after like not talking to her for a while, and then like she was like, "Hey, let's hang out. I miss you." Da 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 da. So I meet up with her at this bar. It's a freaking pyramid scheme event. So first of all, right? So she invited me out to a bar with like four female friends, which none of them were single. So literally, I'm just mingling for no reason. Like, man, because like three of the females I literally knew from high school too. So like we were kind of like acquaintances already. And then like the one chick I didn't know, like I was just talking to her, and then like she literally said boyfriend like as the conversation was wrapping up. I was like, oh, like how did that just come out now? But so basically, like I told her, like, hey, like if you still with this dude, like this was after like the year or whatever of me not talking to her because of this dude. We'll just call him Bruno Saturn because he looks like a dollar store version of Bruno Mars. But let me stop. But yeah, so this dude, fuckboy, right? Breaks up with her, cheats on her, da 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 da, the whole 9 yards. So this is back in high school. She used to, or not high school, college. Like when she started dating this guy, Bruno Saturn. So, he cheats on her, breaks up with her, freaking talks down to her, all that good jazz, all the things that, a great boyfriend would do, great guy, great guy. That's why she keeps getting back together with him. But let me give the Cliff Note version. So she breaks up with this dude like more than she changes clothes. So eventually, me being the friend in the friend zone, I get tired of hearing it. I get tired of being the shoulder you want to cry on. And guess what? You ain't giving me no ass. All right, chief. So I didn't talk to her for like a year or something like that, or like 8 months, like a really long time. She was like, Joanne, I miss you. So go to her little pyramid scheme event, Or she's like, Joanne, I miss you. And, I'm like, hey, you done with that Bruno Saturn dude? She's like, yeah, we're done. We broke up. Like, I don't talk to him anymore. Like, okay, cool. Like, you don't talk to him anymore, huh? No, I don't talk to him anymore. We broke up. It was ugly. Like, it's like, boy, history repeats itself. That's how I know, like, some females specifically, and the one I'm mentioning in this story, bruh. Oh man, like I guess she wasn't able to I guess she wasn't like capable of being introspective enough to, realize that hey, I'm a guy. I usually break things down and analyze them in a logical and objective manner. So I literally thought about it. I was like, what's the lowest common denominator that all these guys had that she smashed already, right? So lowest common denominator, they're all Hispanic. So obviously, you go back through black dude, he ain't getting no pussy. So, it's whatever.
Not for the Chads and Tyrone. This is the 1% of men who can provide and give them things. Now, this
Chad and
is
Tyrone
who
in this
they're
story is Bruno
dressing
Saturn.
for. This is what they are out there competing for. And this is why they try to protect their ability to go out there and do so. Because they know that there is a major benefit for them going out there, having their asses hanging out the bottom of their shorts. Having their...
Before he even gets into the whole point, like, let me just... Oh man, because like people wouldn't even know, like people's brains don't like activate when they use YouTube. Like people don't use their brains. Like they literally just look at the screen, just listen, and just okay, cool video, next video. Like they don't actually analyze the content that they're taking in. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna try to change that mindset. You know, it's kind of a actually, I won't even say black.
Titties pushed up with their sports bras or with their push-up bras, and having.
I didn't even get to the point. Yeah. So what he's gonna say is basically like I watched the video once, but you know, I'm just repeating what I basically thought in my head earlier and putting it on a YouTube video. So basically, what he's gonna say is, "Hey, yeah, these hoes want to go out looking like hoes so they can try to get rich men. Like, come on now." I think the point he's leading to should be obvious. Like, it was obvious my first time. Like, why else would females want to go out dressed freaking like hoes? Like, come on now. It's like you want dudes to look at you, and you just want the dude with the most money so you can rap them, freaking hang them, and freaking ring them out. Like, that's all it is. These hoes ain't nothing these days. Just want to have babies and hook a man for child support. But you know, let's get it.
All of these yoga pants, stretch pants, things that are forming, basically conforming to the shape of their body, where you can see every single line and every single camel toe that they have out there. All right.
Oh, speaking of camel toe, yo, Fred and Riv, if y'all watching, y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh man, I ain't gonna drop no names. I do not drop names. Oh Jesus.
They want to protect their ability to do so because there is a major benefit for them to dress like that. Now, if you fall outside of the Chad and Tyrones, if you fall outside of the 1%, which is 96% of us, you're not allowed to say anything. You're not even allowed to look at them, even though that they're putting all of their goods and leaving nothing to the imagination.
Or, you know, if they're putting it all out there and, you know, you're just trying to smash or whatever because, you know, she's supposedly single, but, you know, you're not the Chad or the whatever name he said. You're not the guy she wants to smash, so it doesn't matter what you think. Oh man, I could go on about this one chick for like probably 3 hours, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make a separate video. Maybe if my channel gets a huge enough following, maybe I'll even name drop her. But if I get enough views, I'll definitely show her like, hey, I got famous off of you. Or not famous, but I make money off of you. And like the crap that I went through trying to date you back in high school / college. But you know, like I'm done with her now. Like when she took me to that bar thing, like and the night was over, like I literally left. I didn't say bye, and then she wants to come out of the bar freaking, oh my god, you're gonna leave without saying goodbye after so long. Like, yes. Yes. To the females who are gonna say you're just being hateful and spiteful just because she's not giving you no pussy. No, that wasn't the case. Because I literally told her, like, hey, if you still with this guy, if you're with this guy at all, texting, talking, like, I don't care. Like, if you have any kind of communication with him, I'm out of the picture. And she said, okay, you know, the breakup was messy. It's ugly. We're never getting back together again. You know, okay, cool. I guess your breakup was so messy. I guess that's why y'all are making out in a booth at a bar on a Thursday night. Like, I guess that's why your tongue is down his throat. Like, I guess because y'all are not a couple, right? But these hoes. Shout out to you, girl.
You will be labeled a creep. You will be labeled creepy. All right. You will be labeled something, you know, all of the labels that they give men who are just taking in the goods. All right. You're going to put it out there. We're going to look. But the reality is this. We know this. All women want to be objectified. They want to be objectified. Now, they can't.
Hashtag facts. Shout out to Aisha Curry and Cardi B. Shout out to those hoes.
Can't control who they are objectified by. Now, seemingly, when they use shaming language, they are attempting to control who they are objectified by. But when they do this, they want to be objectified. They intend to be objectified.
Okay, so there might be some females trying to come at me for playing this. Okay, cool. Right? So women want to be objectified, right? I'm sure I'm gonna get some angry women if this video ever gets views. All women don't want to be objectified. Who said all? Who said all? Blanket statements. If the shoe fits, wear it. Like, don't insert words. Like, if you can't quote somebody properly, ask them to say it again, or literally double tap left if you need to rewind the clip. But I'm not rewinding it. You can rewind this video itself and listen to it. And I'll like you can hear me commentate about this specific part again. But it'll be like the Matrix.
Care how innocent it looks. This is when we get into the discussion of the yoga pants situation. Now, I work in gyms. I see yoga pants all day long. At this point, it is part of the woman's uniform. All right. This is what they're going to wear. Now,
okay, speaking on the yoga pants, okay, I can see how they look comfortable. Like they just look like super tight sweatpants, I guess, or leggings or something like that. I don't know what the material is made of. I'm a guy. I don't wear yoga pants, right? So, I mean, they look comfortable, like, but like when you just put them hose on every day, it's like, really? I mean, I get that it's quick and easy to throw on. I really do. But like at the same time, it's like, come on now. People gonna be looking at them yoga pants like.
At the end of the day, most women know what it is that they're putting on display. But at some point, when you address this with them, they act innocent. They act like, what? It's just pants. All right. At the end of the day, they know that there is going to be some objectifying of their body in a sexual manner by someone
Who they don't approve with.
And the further they are over the wall, once they hit that wall, the more you see them attempt to get more objectification from anybody. Say it's a 40-something-year-old woman and she has a 15-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old daughter. This woman will do the most in an effort to seek objectification from men, and not even in an innocent way, all right? Not even in an innocent way, in a way where she looks for it, she seeks it, and no matter who gives it to her, she's willing to accept it because she, in essence, is in competition with her better, more streamlined model daughter. So if they're both out in the mall, all right, together, and she knows the daughter's going to get a lot more attention than she is from men of all.
Okay, let me just. Oh man, I actually didn't watch the video this far. I wasn't like actively listening. Actively listening. It's something you do. Hashtag go look it up. Crumb side. I want all the smoke. So yeah. So I wasn't really paying attention. You probably know that word instead of actively listening. I know actively listening is a little bit too advanced. The teachers only told me to pay attention in the 3rd grade because I'm pretty sure like a good majority of the niggas in the crumb side community probably didn't graduate high school. Oh man, it's so bad. Oh man, some of these dudes in the comment sections that I be seeing on Weapon Wheel and Press Start and stuff like that, bro. I'm just convinced that y'all didn't graduate high school. Oh man, but let me just preface that comment by saying I don't think everybody in the comment section didn't graduate high school. Like, let me just give you a quick little cliff note. I took communications applications. Like, it's a debate speech type class, and I took a semester and a half of debate 1 in high school. So, I kind of learned, kind of how to rile people up and, debate points and, with facts and logics and, little things about, make blanket statements to rile somebody up or, generalities, that's another term. I bet y'all didn't know. Generalities. Oh man, but yeah. I basically do what Charlemagne does. Charlemagne is an intelligent man. He literally says his like opinion, and his opinion is so outside of the mainstream society's perspective that it just riles people up unintentionally. Charlemagne is actually a smart man, believe it or not. Like he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's making how much money off of his radio show? Come on now. Like, come on. So, if I gotta come to the YouTube streets and, come to the crumb side and be like a Charlemagne for you guys on Weapon Wheel or Press Start, if Kofi and BG will have me on occasionally for the gaming side of my channel, that'd be cool too if they watch this one. But, like, hey, shout out to the Weapon Wheel podcast and Press Start podcast and Any Given Sunday podcast. Those are the 3 predominantly Black podcasts, because I'm an Uncle Ruckus that I watch on YouTube. So Video games, real quick, about the video gaming podcast, Weapon Wheel. I watched that one for like they stay on video games mostly, but that one's got the most ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Ignorance. Because I'm pretty sure like people are gonna be in the comment section, be like, "Oh, this Oreo, this guy, get him out of here!" Like, no, I mean, I definitely am an Oreo, but I got my nigga side too. That good old ignorance, IGNANCE, ignorance. Oh man.
Ages.
But crap, I was totally about to finish the video before I even finished my point. Press Start podcast, that's the gaming podcast. That's kind of like the more educational, informative one. It's more of the hey, goodbyes, we mesh together type thing, kumbaya, yada yada yada, right? So I watched that one for like their actual opinions on topics. I watch Weapon Wheel for beef and drama a little bit and a little bit of ignorance. It's still gaming, but it's just the really black version of it. And then any given Sunday, they just talk about whatever, kind of like what I'm doing. So shout out to Hard Eight, shout out to Broken Games HD, and shout out to Press Start Kofi on Twitter. Hopefully you guys watch this video and y'all see this and be like, hey, let me shout my man out. Because it looks like my YouTube videos are getting a somewhat decent following. To say I've only been making this for like less than a week, but it's whatever.
She will do her best to try to compete with her and get the attention of anybody. Now, if it's anybody younger than her self-esteem is going to be pumped up. This is
oh god. So if you were listening to this is like the epitome of thought culture. Like a mom is competing with her daughter for men's attention. Like, come on now. What? It's like, hey, let me go compete with my daughter in public for the amount of attention that we get from men. Hey, oh man. Like, sound like these hoes need to send Aisha Curry a message since they all like vying for men's attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? Aisha said she ain't had enough, and she lucky she got Steph. Cause if it was me, she would have been divorced so quick it would have made her head spin. But and for the chicks that are gonna be like, well, that's messed up. You divorce her over something she said. Well, she's just going through what every human being needs to go through. Like, she just wants to feel attractive. She just wants like the men's gaze. She just wants to know she still has it. She's still beautiful as a woman after giving birth to 3 kids, and of course she put on the baby weight. Like, okay, let me stop y'all hoes right there, right? Who told her to have 3 kids? Who forced her to have 3 kids? Like, who literally forced this woman to bring 3 kids into the world and gain baby weight? Who put a gun to her head and said, hey, Aisha Curry, you're going to bring 3 children into the world and you are going to get a little bit fatter and a little bit older and you're going to be a little bit less attractive. I mean, she's an attractive woman, just a little bit less attractive, because of baby weight and age, normal things that happen to everybody. But I guess she's immune because she's Aisha Curry and she's married to Steph Curry, what, 2 or 3-time NBA champion. But, I don't get into that. Good. Aisha, oh man, you need to probably hang out with these white hoes real quick, because they just literally hang out in malls and apparently just try to get men's attention. So you ain't happy with Steph, you ain't happy with your stand-up NBA basketball player who makes 30 million a year. Step aside. I'm sure there's a hoe more than willing to take your place. I'm pretty sure there is millions of women that would love to take your place, but continue being ungrateful and showing us the true thought culture that we really live in. But if a man says anything about it, I'm a hypocrite. I hate women. I guess I never got laid. Oh man, all the usual names.
This is the reason why they do this. Now, they're going to always hide behind the innocence of this is more comfortable. All right. This happens when you go to volleyball games. Any of you guys are ever involved in sports? I've trained athletes. I've trained volleyball players. On the women's side of volleyball, they wear the shortest shorts that you could ever imagine. And matter of fact, if you're some sort of person that they would consider a pervert, all right, and you didn't have anybody involved in the volleyball game and you just actually showed up to the event, all right, you could see a lot of big girls basically in a very high state of undress. All right.
I know a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? African American viewers, Black viewers, whatever, probably doesn't know what he means by volleyball shorts. He's talking about the little Nike Tempo running shorts. You know, the super short ones that like are literally like 3 inches. But like I'm assuming he's talking about volleyball, and like white girls don't really have that much booty most of the time, especially the ones that play volleyball. They got long backs with cracks in them, so you know what I'm saying.
They don't have much there.
Oh,
now on the
he just said it.
boys volleyball side, and some states don't have boys volleyball, but if you go to the boys volleyball, you would expect them to be wearing the same thing.
Okay, let me stop him right there. Like, no, I do not want boys volleyball. I'm not okay. First of all, I'm not watching volleyball, male or female, unless it's like the freaking beach volleyball, like the female beach volleyball. That's the only one I watch because that's a little hype. But regular volleyball, like the 5 females or 9 or whatever, where you know they rotate and like all like nah, that ain't it, chief.
Okay, because when you ask them on the girl side, why do you guys wear such skimpy attire?
It's comfortable.
They're gonna say for comfort, because we got to roll around, we got to get to the ball, we're put in these
but don't worry.
crazy positions.
Again, I wasn't actively listening to this part. Like, I don't remember what I was doing in my car. Maybe I started like playing music or something, or maybe I like hit the tollway or something. I don't know. But yeah, he's basically going to say, yeah, girls can wear it because, you know, comfort. Boys can't wear anything remotely short because they're boys. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want boys wearing the freaking girls running shorts or like something that short, but like, hey, at the same time, like, hey, man, y'all could. That is like literally sexism, and like that's promoting thought culture right there. It's like, hey, I can wear yoga pants and booty shorts because they're comfortable, but if you look at me, you're a pedo or a rapist or creepy. Like, that doesn't make any sense. If you don't want me to look at it, cover it up. No, it's my body. Like, I get that, but it's your body, right? Okay, cool. You might want to cover up your body if you don't want me, a man, you know. For the most part, men are simple creatures, you know, like as much as I hate to say it, like, you know, the little head downstairs controls most of our things. You know, if you don't want us to look, ladies, just wear more clothes. Sorry. You have to sacrifice a little bit of comfort if you don't want us to just look. So it is what it is.
So we got to get to the ball. So these shorts provide us with comfort and an ability to get to the ball. Now, when you go to the boy side, they're not wearing that. You would assume it would make sense for them to be wearing the same sort of outfit, but they're not. They're wearing more surfer board shorts. So when you
basketball shorts for my black audience.
When you imagine, you go, well, wouldn't it be more comfortable for them to wear the same thing? If it was a comfort situation, then the boys would wear it. But you don't see that. What you see is the girls' asses hanging out, and then they hide.
Yeah, because you know they're trying to get objectified, like he says. Like, like this just goes back to the point I brought up, like at the very beginning of this friggin' live stream, right? So hypocrisy, right? So you got these freaking females wearing these Nike Tempo running shorts, just booty cheeks, quote unquote, all out. What little booty cheeks they got? Because white girls that play volleyball, they booty cheeks look like freaking chicken legs or drumsticks, whatever. Just like saggy right around the crack, and it's just like, ugh, that looks nasty. But like the dudes can play volleyball like in basketball shorts. Why can't the females? Because it's not comfortable. Like, okay, y'all gonna get tired of that excuse eventually. Like, eventually y'all gonna get tired of that excuse.
Behind the comfort when they know their ass is hanging out of the bottom of the shorts. So it is the same principle that applies. Why women put themselves in positions to be at gyms where they know that there's going to be an exceeding amount of male attention. They wear skimpy outfits, and then they want to call men creeps, or they want to say that they're gym intimidated, or they want to say that they feel uncomfortable with certain men who provide them with attention, certain men who objectify them. But if a different type of male, the male that they were seeking out, the Chad, Tyrone, the individuals who are 1% of the individuals who can purchase their love or purchase their affection, they don't have a problem with it. This is why they want to continue to do it. Now, we learned also a lesson.
Hey, hashtag Kanye West. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but yeah, these hoes ain't messing with no broke niggas.
Last week when we talked about, I hate to even mention her name because the whole damn YouTube talked about her, is Aisha Curry situation, where this is a woman who doesn't put
Oh wait, like again, I stopped like listening to this video at like probably like 5 minutes, like literally when I was on the in my car on the way home, right, looking for videos to comment on, right. Look at this, like literally stopped listening to the video, like paying attention. I guess that's the idiot version of it. Like probably around like 5 or 6 minute mark, right. We talking about thought culture. I mentioned Aisha Curry, right. Guess what? I'm gonna rewind it a few seconds.
Last week when we talked about, I hate to even mention her name because the whole damn YouTube talked about her as Aisha Curry situation, where this is a woman who doesn't put herself out there. She doesn't command attention with the way that she dresses. She doesn't put herself out there all on Instagram as a thought. How?
Oh man, this guy. I like this guy. I'm probably gonna have to sub to him. Actually, no, I'll hit him right now with the sub because he's gonna make a point that literally most people don't even make when they talk about Aisha Curry, right? So he's one upping me because like when it's not a factually correct statement, I'll call it out like I'll call out like lies and mistruths all day. So yeah, hashtag facts. Aisha Curry is a wholesome woman. Like for the most part, she seems like a stand-up woman, but she just said something really stupid, and it just showed the kind of character that she really is. That's why I say she seemed, ed, past tense, seemed, seemed like a stand-up woman. I don't know Aisha Curry, but I'm gonna just assume she's a thought slash hoe because you upset that man Steph Curry got 30 million or he makes 30 million a year and he got groupies and literally thoughts like literally thoughts. And I hate how my microphone recalibrates every time I do the little yelling thing. I'm gonna have to fix that setting, but yes. So realistically, I'm sure somebody's probably already beaten this dead horse, right? So they seem like a pretty normal couple, They seem like quote unquote couple goals. And then you get Aisha Curry and she says what she says, and hashtag she's killing it for y'all. I mean, I don't even date black women, but like that's just another reason to add to my list of why I probably won't want to date one. I don't think Aisha Curry is full black, but she's got a portion, so I might as well count her, right? Good old Uncle Ruckus logic.
However, at the end of the day, she says what? I want to be objectified. She wants to be objectified. And this is how the majority of women feel, if not all. I'm saying all of them feel this way. They love to be sexually objectified. This is why you see them on Instagram, on social media. They want to be.
Yeah, so obviously, like, I don't say all usually because I don't do absolute terms. Hey, Loco, you okay? Wheezing sound in background in my videos is going to be my dog for future reference. But yeah, he's old. He's got a heart problem. He hacks and wheezes a lot. It's whatever. But yeah, so he's talking about Instagram models and, like Instagram thoughts or whatever, Twitch thoughts. I don't know. Basically, hoes that get on like social media and just like, want to twerk and, try to get into parties and all that good jazz. But, that's going to be the Tory Lanez video topic. So in like my experimentation part of my channel, right? So like I really need a comment section. I really do because I really need feedback so I can improve my channel the best way. Because like me like analyzing my own content, like I can only improve so much. But feedback from outside sources is really appreciated. So if you have anything intelligent to say, anything to add, like, hey, maybe you should play the whole video and then discuss what your thoughts are afterwards, or if y'all like the stopping and pausing and interjecting the points, if I get an audience. Like, if you're watching in the comments, please let me know. Please.
Strong, independent, but they're posting selfies of themselves every day. And these selfies are basically the same exact picture that they posted yesterday. And they got 182 likes on that picture, but yet they still got to do it again.
That's a self-esteem issue. I know I talked about that on an episode on my channel already. Go find it.
At the end of the day, their inboxes get flooded. Their DMs get ran through. Their self-esteem gets built up. This is how women, listen, they can try to fool us all day long with the, I don't want to be looked at that way, and I'm not that type of girl. They can fool us all day long, but they can go to hell with that, because when men understand that this is what they want. They want to be dominated. They want to be looked up and down. They want to be sexually gratified. Okay, that's what I mean. They want that. And too often men get mixed signals from them, and those mixed signals cause us to try to treat them in a way that you believe that they want to be treated, that they want to be whining.
Hold on 1 sec. All right, sorry about the brief intermission. Had to let the dog out because that hacking, that was getting on my nerves, and he's my dog and I love him, but I'm trying to make this kind of sort of somewhat quality, and I ain't trying to hear hacking in the background, so I definitely will kick him out of my room when I start recording more videos.
Dying, it took all. They don't want all of that. They want to be cause us to gratified. Okay, it's built up. This is how women listen.
I'm rewinding a couple of good seconds because I don't even remember like where I left off because of that annoying freaking dog in the back. Like, come on, bro, go die somewhere else.
On Instagram, on social media, they want to be strong, independent, but they're posting selfies of themselves every day, and these selfies are basically the same exact picture that they posted yesterday, and they got 182 likes on that picture, but yet they still got to do it again. At the end of the day, their inboxes get flooded. Their DMs get ran through.
My dog tried to open my door. Like, no, I ain't about to hear that. You come in when I'm done recording, my guy.
Their self-esteem gets built up. This is how women, listen, they can try to fool us all day long with the, I don't want to be looked at that way, and I'm not that type of girl.
Yes, you do.
They can fool us all day long, but they can go to hell with that, because when men understand this is what they want. They want to be dominated. They want to be looked up and down. They want to be sexually gratified. Okay, that's what I mean.
Hashtag facts. Hashtag to, or shout out to all my dudes that like think that treating a chick with I guess gentleman-like qualities, I guess I'll say, doing all that gay crap that we were taught to do growing up, like opening doors and like opening the car door for her and all that crap. Like, shout out to the people who still do that, because like in the grand scheme of things, you don't need to do that to get laid. Like, like I was definitely led astray. But I guess that's what happens when, you're raised by a single mom. Like, be a gentleman, be nice to women, like open the car door for her, open the door for her. Like, that creates incels and virgins. Like, luckily the military kind of like helped reprogram my mind, because oh my God. Like, if I would have stayed on, my single mom raising mentality, yeah, your boy would have been a 40-year-old virgin, just saying. But shout out to the single moms who try to teach their sons to do right by women. Like, if any of my dudes like listening to this, if y'all out there and y'all hear this, like, and you have a mom that's like, hey, be a gentleman to her, open her car door, don't try to kiss her on the first date. If you have a mom that tries to teach you any of that, bro, ignore it. There is a guy on YouTube, his name is Tom Likas. Like, he literally gives you like the unfiltered truth about literally getting laid. Like, what do you do to basically get a thought to, smash? It's easier than ever these days, right? So you just got to have the right tools for the job.
Want that. And too often men get mixed signals from them, and those mixed signals cause us to try to treat them in a way that you believe that they want to be treated, That they want to be wine and dine and took all. They don't want all of that. They want to be objectified, and they want certain people to objectify them. This is why they continue to do these things. In the end.
And is this another quick thing? Hashtag where did all the good women or the good men go? I love that freaking I love when I see that like posted by any female. Like that is just like the best thing ever. It's like, where did all the good men go? There's no good men left in the world. XXXX reasons. Like, okay, cool. Y'all already know the narrative. But let me explain where it comes from. You know, the regular person without the big YouTube following, right? The person who has no subscribers. So y'all might be able to take it a little bit more seriously, you know, since I'm not a real entertainer yet. So let me break down the where did the good men go statement for the thoughts in the females that like literally can't look at it objectively and go, hey, like these thoughts, and maybe me, you know, if the shoe fits, like we're the reason why men don't want to wine and dine us no more because like you know we throwing the pussy around, you know. Like we say we want nice guys, but you know you end up with freaking thugs and hood niggas, but you know. Oh man, it's like I could nah, I ain't even gonna do that.
Individuals who act like the women who act like no, I'm just an innocent girl who's dressing like a Instagram thought, but I don't want Instagram thought like attention.
Psych.
These women are fooling themselves into believing making you believe the stuff that they want to make you believe, if that makes sense. Sometimes those things don't make sense, but at the end of the day, guys, do what you do. Objectify them when you need to objectify them. If you want to eye rape somebody, that is your right to be able to eye rape them. Okay, that's what you want to do. You want to say,
especially if they wearing like booty shorts and like yoga pants. I'm just saying, like, hey, that's basically saying, like, look at me. So for all the females who can't like look at it from a guy's perspective, when you wear yoga pants and when you wear freaking booty shorts, that's literally a look at me sign. Like, in case y'all don't know. In case
there,
they
she
don't
wants
know.
to come out there and bend all over with her yoga pants or her booty shorts. Yeah.
Shout out to moms. You know, I can already predict her arguments before she even says anything.
Don't feel like you got to look away. All right, for fear that somebody's going to catch you looking. Look at it. All right, take it all in because that's exactly what she wants. All right, she's going to respect you more for taking it all in than not looking at it and imagining it's not there. Same with them women who come to your table and they bend over and their titties are all hanging down. Go ahead and take it all in. Take out, look at every little mark, dimple, and freckle that you can.
Oh, and yeah, like he said, let's go ahead and completely destroy that where did the good men go myth. So let's completely destroy that whole where did the good men go thing, right? So females, y'all say y'all want to do that, you know, y'all want them to wine and dine, you know, look at you with respect and all that crap, right? Okay, cool, right? Like, okay, cool, right? Okay, cool. Let me rewind it like 20 seconds, just to reiterate my point.
It all in because that's exactly what she wants. All right, she's going to respect. Look away. If you want to eye rape somebody, that is your right to be able to eye rape them. Okay, that's what you want to do. You want to sit there. She wants to come out there and bend all over with her yoga pants or her booty shorts. Don't feel like you got to look away. All right, for fear that somebody's going to catch you looking. Look at it. All right, take it all in because that's exactly what she wants.
All right, there it is. All right, that's literally the point. All right, so yeah, you want dudes to wine and dine you and to not look at you dressed like a thought, but you know, like you don't get with these dudes who look away. You don't get with these dudes who are trying to wine and dine you. You get with these hood dudes, and you know these dudes that be looking like Future. It's just like what? Like I thought you wanted a good guy. Where did all the good men go? Like, but you know, like let females keep lying to themselves. It's okay.
All right, she's going to respect you more for taking it all in. than not looking at it and imagining it's not there. Same with them women who come to your table and they bend over and their titties all hanging down. Go ahead and take it all in. Take out, look at every little mark, dimple, and freckle that you can catch while she's giving you that sneak peek. This is your right. These are your eyes. These eyes can see whatever they want to see. And if you put it out there, I'm going to go ahead and look at it. That's just the way I roll. All right, guys, that's my video.
Hashtag preach, right? So I don't know if I'm gonna make this video that much longer. Let me let him finish.
For today, check out the Free Agent Lifestyle book and keep coming back for more content. I appreciate you guys getting in the comment section and debate this out. And I'm out. Peace.
So again, shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Like, yeah, go check out his YouTube channel. He's literally doing what I'm gonna try to start doing, but you know, just to a smaller demographic or minority of people, and hopefully I can just branch out with all the different types of content I create. Because again, my playlist or my channel is gonna be so full of different uploads. Like, there's gonna be so many videos and topics and discussions because there's just so many unsung truths of the world that like it's just amazing, and I'm just like, wow. And then like it kind of goes into like the woke culture thing. Like, that'll be a different topic, but yeah, I hate people that use the term woke because like the people that say they're woke literally know the least amount of information. And it's just like, okay, I hate the term woke. I really do. But ironically, I'm one of the most woke people like that I know of. Like, ironically, I'm not trying to freaking boost my ego. I'm really not. Like, I don't care that I know about, oh my god, some more political injustices than you that go on in the world, and I can form a more well thought out analytical opinion than you. I really don't. Like, because that's what the term woke originally meant. It's like, hey, you're pretty much well spoken, you're articulate, you know what's going on in the world, like woke, basically like the idiot's version. Like, and I'm gonna give y'all this catchphrase right now. There's a catchphrase in the military. It's called KISS. It's called keep it simple, stupid. And you know, I like to break that down, like literally in almost every freaking like thing I decide on. Keep it simple. So like that's what I do when I give an opinion or when I give a thought. I usually keep it simple, but if I think your intelligence is higher, I might be a little bit more intricate. And if you're at my level, I'll give you my full thoughts. But like most people don't have time for my full opinions because like usually when I get like when I get started ranting about something, like I talk really fast and like my words per minute goes through the roof. So I don't know. I guess I'll just wrap it up here because I'm about to start another live stream, like literally right after this. It's going to be hosted by another, I guess, content creator, friend, acquaintance person. It's not going to be hosted by me. I'm literally just giving this person a platform, and she's going to mention some topics, and it's going to be in a separate playlist. And there's literally going to be no jokes. It's going to be like 100% serious, stone face content. So if you don't want that, if you don't want the smoke, or if you want like smoke and heated discussions, like that episode or that video, like I'm gonna make sure I title it appropriately because I'm gonna ask her the topics before I go live, obviously. But it's definitely gonna be a serious, and I'm gonna put serious discussion, like no sarcasm, probably in the title, and then I'll probably give her a shout out. So yeah, I guess that'll be all for this one. I guess I'll keep it short. I'll probably like make Thought Culture a playlist because my boy Tory Lanez, he had a video and I was gonna put it in this one, but I think this one's gone on long enough. So it's your boy Jarice. Check me out. I'm sure I made so many black chicks if they watch this, Matt. If I wasn't talking about you and you a black woman or a woman of any color, I really don't care. Like, if I wasn't talking about you, cool. If I was talking about you, like, and you got upset, I'm sorry. But it's your boy. I'm out.